Welcome to our channel, a place where we delve into the timeless philosophies and practical strategies that help us forge lives of profound meaning and undeniable success. In today's relentlessly fast-paced and overwhelmingly interconnected world, one particular human capacity has not merely evolved into a valuable asset, but rather a bona fide superpower. This is the ability to focus, a skill that every single individual aspiring to reach their highest potential absolutely must cultivate and master. We are living through an unprecedented era of constant information flow, an unending stream of notifications, demands, and digital temptations that relentlessly vie for our precious attention. Against this backdrop, the clarity and power derived from unwavering focus stand out as the ultimate differentiator, the very cornerstone upon which lasting achievement is built. Today, we are going to immerse ourselves deeply in a powerful, transformative statement from one of the true titans of personal development, the legendary Jim Rohn. His words resonate with a profound simplicity that often belies their incredible depth. Sharpen your focus until success can't ignore you. This isn't just another catchy motivational phrase designed to offer a fleeting moment of inspiration before fading into the background of your busy day. No, this is a meticulously crafted guiding principle, a call to action that outlines a deliberate path toward a stronger, more disciplined, and ultimately more rewarding journey of self-development and accomplishment. Jim Rohn, throughout his illustrious career, consistently emphasized the paramount importance of intentional action, unwavering discipline, and the profound impact of making conscious choices about where and how we invest our most valuable resource, our attention. This powerful philosophy challenges each of us not merely to fantasize about future successes or passively hope for better circumstances, but to actively, proactively, and diligently construct the very pathway that leads to our desired outcomes. And we do this by honing and sharpening our most potent tool, our focus. So, the critical questions arise. Why is focus such an indispensable element in the pursuit of any significant goal? In a world that seems almost designed to pull us in 1,000 different directions simultaneously, how exactly do we transmute this seemingly elusive quality into an unstoppable, undeniable force that propels us forward? Let's be honest with ourselves and acknowledge the stark reality of our contemporary existence. We are swimming, often struggling, in an ocean of pervasive distraction. Just think for a moment about your average day. Your smartphone, an omnipresent companion, buzzes and chimes with an incessant barrage of notifications, emails demanding immediate replies, social media alerts beckoning you into endless scrolls, news updates that trigger urgent anxieties, and messages from countless apps that steal moments of your concentration. Beyond the digital realm, there are the myriad demands of work, urgent deadlines, endless meetings, overflowing inboxes, and the equally complex tapestry of personal life, family responsibilities, social commitments, household chores, and the constant hum of future planning. Each of these elements acts like a miniature gravitational pull, constantly tugging at our attention, threatening to fragment our mental energy into countless tiny, ineffective pieces. In this environment of perpetual fragmentation, the individual who possesses the rare and increasingly valuable ability to maintain steady, unwavering focus on a single task, a singular objective, or a clearly defined goal gains an almost insurmountable competitive advantage. This isn't merely about staring intently at a spreadsheet or fixating your gaze on a screen. True focus, as Jim Rohn implicitly understood, transcends superficial attention. It is the profound capacity to consciously and deliberately filter out every irrelevant stimulus, to silence the internal noise and external clamor, and to channel the entirety of your mental, emotional, and spiritual energy into the specific task at hand. It means dedicating every fiber of your being to that one thing, immersing yourself in it with full presence and commitment, until it is completed to the absolute best of your ability, achieving a level of excellence that truly stands out. Jim Rohn famously stated, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better." This profound insight directly links to the concept of focus. Becoming better in any endeavor, whether it's a skill, a project, or a personal attribute, is not a matter of pure chance or innate talent alone. It is fundamentally a direct result of how intensely and consistently we invest our focused attention into learning, into practicing, and into taking intentional action. The dedication to improvement, to mastery, is inherently a dedication to focused effort. So, given this crucial understanding, how do we systematically embark on the journey of sharpening our focus so effectively that it becomes a razor-sharp instrument of achievement? This powerful transformation begins, quite simply, with unparalleled clarity of purpose. Imagine trying to navigate a ship across a vast ocean without a compass, or even worse, without a destination. Your focus, much like that ship's trajectory, requires a precise, well-defined endpoint. Jim Rohn always advocated for setting goals that are not just aspirational, but concrete, measurable, and time-bound. When you possess an absolutely crystal clear understanding of what you are striving for, the act of channeling your mental energy, your passion, and your time toward that specific aim becomes infinitely more manageable, more direct, and undeniably more potent. It's like having a laser beam instead of a diffuse flashlight. The energy is concentrated, powerful, and effective. He encouraged us to physically write down our goals, to place them in prominent locations where they serve as constant visual reminders, and to review them frequently. This consistent engagement with our objectives acts as an internal recalibration, ensuring our mental compass is always pointing in the right direction and keeping the flame of our intrinsic motivation burning brightly. This initial step of defining your destination is not just preliminary. It is foundational, dictating the quality and direction of all subsequent efforts to sharpen your focus. Without a clear target, even the sharpest focus risks being applied to the wrong things, leading to wasted effort and frustration. The next pivotal step in this sharpening process involves the proactive and intentional elimination of distractions, a discipline that demands significant self-awareness and unwavering resolve. This isn't about mere avoidance, it's about strategic defense of your attention. You can start with seemingly small but impactful changes, such as silencing non-essential notifications on your phone, dedicating specific, bounded periods for checking emails or engaging with social media rather than reacting to every ping. Creating a work environment that is conducive to deep concentration is also paramount, a space that is tidy, quiet, and free from visual or auditory clutter. Perhaps most importantly, resist the pervasive modern temptation of multitasking. While it might feel productive to juggle multiple tasks simultaneously, extensive research consistently demonstrates that constantly switching between different activities dramatically reduces both efficiency and the overall quality of your output. It fragments your focus, leading to superficial engagement rather than deep, meaningful work. Instead, choose one singular, most important task, and dedicate your undivided, laser-like attention to it until it is completed to your satisfaction. This deliberate single-tasking is a profound act of self-respect and an investment in higher quality outcomes. Furthermore, the journey of sharpening focus is fundamentally a marathon, not a sprint. It demands the cultivation of sheer persistence and resilience. Just as an athlete trains their muscles consistently to achieve peak physical condition, you must train your mind regularly to enhance its capacity for sustained concentration. Techniques such as the Pomodoro technique, alternating focused work intervals, typically 25 minutes, with short breaks, can be incredibly effective in building mental stamina over time. Additionally, the ancient practice of meditation offers a powerful pathway to greater mental clarity and control. By regularly engaging in mindfulness practices, you learn to observe your thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled by them, thereby strengthening your ability to direct your attention purposefully and maintain it in the present moment. As Jim Rohn so eloquently put it, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And indeed, the deliberate, consistent effort required to sharpen and maintain your focus stands as one of the highest and most potent expressions of self-discipline. It is this disciplined, persistent effort that gradually transforms fleeting attention into an unshakable, powerful mental asset. When you consistently and diligently apply these principles, truly sharpening your focus to an extraordinary degree, the results become not merely noticeable, but undeniably profound and impossible to ignore. You will find yourself completing tasks with remarkable efficiency, producing work of superior quality, and consistently achieving outcomes that significantly surpass your initial expectations. This is precisely the point at which success, in its truest and most robust form, simply cannot afford to overlook you any longer. This intense, unwavering focus doesn't just enable you to achieve your stated goals, it fundamentally transforms you into a person of distinct value. You will stand out in a crowded field, becoming a beacon of competence and effectiveness that naturally attracts new opportunities, opens previously unseen doors, and draws the respect and admiration of those around you. When you consistently demonstrate the capacity to produce exceptional results, when your commitment and capability are evident in everything you touch, the pathways to greater success will invariably, almost automatically, reveal themselves to you. In summary, Jim Rohn's timeless message about sharpening your focus is an incredibly potent reminder of the immense, often untapped, power that resides within each and every one of us. It is a clarion call to reclaim our attention from the swirling vortex of modern distraction and to purposefully direct it toward what truly matters. This journey begins with the fundamental step of clearly defining your objectives, then systematically eliminating anything that pulls you away from those objectives, and finally, cultivating the unwavering persistence and self-discipline required to maintain your concentrated effort over time. When you successfully master the formidable ability to control and direct your focus, you will not only achieve the ambitious goals you set for yourself, but you will also undoubtedly transcend perceived limitations, realizing a potential far greater than you ever imagined. Success, in its very essence, is an outcome that simply cannot ignore those individuals who dedicate their wholehearted effort, their deepest commitment, and their most intense focus to its relentless pursuit. We urge you to embark on this transformative journey of sharpening your focus right now, today, so that success has no choice but to acknowledge and embrace you. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of profound wisdom, and we eagerly look forward to welcoming you back for our next insightful video. Now, let's dive even deeper into the true transformative power of Jim Rohn's profound statement: sharpen your focus until success can't ignore you. We've established focus as a critical superpower in our distracted age, touching upon foundational steps like setting clear goals and eliminating distractions. Yet, truly implementing this philosophy goes beyond simple task management. It requires deliberate cultivation of your mental landscape, transforming focus from a technique into an intrinsic part of your operating system. Jim Rohn wasn't merely talking about getting things done. He was advocating mastering the profound art of execution, becoming so exceptionally good at what you do, so consistently valuable in your output, that the entire world, and truly, success itself, has no choice but to take notice. It's about creating a reputation not just for mere effort, but for undeniable, tangible results born from concentrated intention. Consider the difference between merely working on something and truly engaging with it. Many people spend their days in a state of partial engagement, their minds flitting between tasks, notifications, and internal monologues. This scattered approach, often lauded as multitasking, is in reality a continuous, disruptive stream of context switching that erodes productivity and diminishes the overall quality of your work. True focus, the kind Jim Rohn champions, is about immersing yourself so completely in a single task that time seems to dissolve. It's about entering a flow state where your skills perfectly match the challenge, and every ounce of your mental energy is directed towards the present moment and the singular objective at hand. This isn't just about efficiency, it's about elevating your craft. When you commit to this level of intense concentration, you begin to uncover nuances, discover innovative solutions, and produce work of a caliber that simply isn't genuinely possible through fragmented effort. It's in these moments of profound engagement that breakthroughs happen, that mastery is forged, and that your unique contributions truly shine. The deliberate act of sharpening your focus also acts as a powerful antidote to procrastination and indecision, two silent assassins of ambition. Often, we delay starting important tasks not because we lack ability, but because the sheer scope feels overwhelming, or because we are unconsciously distracted by a myriad of smaller, less important demands. By committing to a singular, unwavering focus, you create a clear path forward, breaking down complex objectives into manageable, bite-sized components with confidence. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of daily discipline and incremental progress. When you focus intensely on just one segment of a larger project, you build momentum, reduce cognitive overload, and dismantle the psychological barriers that keep you from beginning. Each focused block of work, no matter how small, becomes a small victory, reinforcing your belief in your ability to achieve the broader, larger goal. This sustained, focused effort over time compounds, creating an unstoppable force that propels you towards your desired outcomes. It's about building a sequence of small, focused wins that eventually lead to monumental achievements. Moreover, sharpened focus isn't merely about personal output. It's about cultivating an undeniable presence and tangible value in your chosen field. When you consistently deliver high-quality, deeply considered work, you don't just achieve your goals, you become a beacon of competence and reliability. This creates a powerful ripple effect. People start to recognize you as someone who gets things done, and done exceptionally well. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach begin to gravitate towards you. Mentors might notice your dedication, collaborators might seek your expertise, and clients might specifically request your services. This is precisely what Jim Rohn meant when he said success can't ignore you. It's not about chasing success, it's about actively making yourself so truly valuable, so indispensable through your concentrated effort and consistent results, that success naturally seeks you out. Your reputation becomes your greatest asset, built not on fleeting trends or superficial efforts, but on the bedrock of sustained, focused contribution. To truly embed this philosophy into your daily life, consider the deliberate creation of focus rituals. These are specific routines or environments designed to signal to your brain that it's time for deep work. This could be anything from a specific playlist you listen to, a particular type of tea you brew, or simply decluttering your workspace before starting an important task. These small, consistent cues help transition your mind into a state of heightened concentration, significantly minimizing the mental friction often associated with starting difficult tasks. Remember, the brain thrives on routine and predictability. By establishing these rituals, you are essentially training your mind to enter a focused state more quickly and sustain it for longer periods. It's about making the act of focusing less about sheer willpower and more about ingrained habit. Jim Rohn understood that discipline isn't about restriction, but about creating empowering habits that pave the way for freedom and achievement. The beauty of this disciplined focus extends beyond professional achievements. It enriches your entire life. When you bring the same level of intentional focus to your relationships, your personal growth, and your well-being, you experience a profound depth and quality that often eludes many of those with scattered attention. Imagine truly listening to a loved one without internal distractions, or fully immersing yourself in a hobby, savoring every moment. This holistic approach to focus transforms not just what you accomplish externally, but who you become internally. You develop a greater sense of presence, a deeper appreciation for the simple moments, and an enhanced ability to learn and adapt. It fosters resilience, helping you navigate challenges with greater clarity and purpose. Jim Rohn's teachings consistently underscored the importance of developing oneself holistically, understanding that outer success is often a reflection of inner growth and discipline. Therefore, the call to sharpen your focus is not just an invitation to be more productive. It's an invitation to live a life of greater intention, meaning, and ultimately, greater impact. It's a commitment to excellence in every endeavor, a refusal to settle for mediocrity when your full potential awaits. Success isn't just about accumulating achievements, it's about the person you become in the pursuit of those achievements. And that person, forged in the crucible of relentless, sharpened focus, will be undeniably remarkable. So, as you go about your day, ask yourself, where can I apply a deeper level of focus? What one task, one relationship, one aspect of my personal growth deserves my undivided attention right now? The answers to these questions hold the key to unlocking your unignorable success. Embrace this wisdom, cultivate this superpower, and watch as your world transforms. Indeed, this transformation isn't a mystical phenomenon. It's the direct result of a fundamental shift in how we engage with our aspirations. Jim Rohn, with his unparalleled and profound wisdom, always reminded us that success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become and the value you bring to the marketplace. And at the heart of becoming that person, of generating that undeniable value, lies the unwavering commitment to focused action. We live in an age that constantly vies for our attention, a cacophony of pings, notifications, and endless feeds. In this environment, focus isn't merely a productivity hack. It's a form of rebellion, a conscious choice to reclaim your mental real estate and direct your precious energy towards what truly matters. Consider for a moment the profound implications of this choice. When you commit to sharpening your focus, you are essentially declaring war on mediocrity. You are refusing to allow superficial demands or instant gratification to derail your long-term vision. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of setting sails, not just drifting. Focus is the wind in those sails, propelling you with purpose towards your chosen destination. Without it, even the most ambitious goals remain distant mirages, perpetually just out of reach because your efforts are fragmented, diluted, and ultimately ineffective. So, how do we transcend the common pitfalls of distraction and truly embody Rohn's philosophy of unignorable focus? It begins, as all profound changes do, with a deeply personal commitment. This isn't about external tactics alone. It's about cultivating an internal resolve, a discipline that says, this is important, and I will give it my undivided attention. This mental fortitude is the bedrock upon which all effective strategies are built. Think of it as developing a mental shield against the constant barrage of distractions that threaten to pull you off course. One powerful approach, deeply embedded in Rohn's teachings, is the concept of disciplined daily practice. He would say, success is not to be pursued, it is to be attracted by the person you become. And becoming that person involves consistent, focused effort on small, impactful habits. Instead of overwhelming yourself with a grand, abstract goal, break it down. What's one thing, just one, that if you gave it your laser-like focus today, would move you closer to your ultimate vision? It might be dedicating an hour to learning a new skill, completing a critical report, or meticulously planning your next strategic move. The key is the undivided attention you bring to that single task. This leads us to the crucial practice of single-tasking, a stark contrast to the modern myth of multitasking. We often pride ourselves on juggling multiple responsibilities, believing it makes us more efficient. However, neuroscientific research consistently debunks this, showing that what we perceive as multitasking is merely rapid task switching, which drastically reduces efficiency, increases errors, and drains cognitive energy. Jim Rohn instinctively understood this. His emphasis on deliberate action implies a singular dedication. When you commit to one thing at a time, you are not just completing a task, you are immersing yourself in it, understanding its nuances, and imbuing it with a level of quality that is simply impossible when your attention is fragmented across several competing demands. To truly sharpen your focus, you must also master the art of deliberate disengagement from distractions. This isn't just about turning off notifications. It's about proactively designing your environment and schedule to support deep work. Create sacred pockets of time where you are unreachable and fully present with your most important tasks. This might mean starting your day with your highest priority item before the chaos of emails and meetings begins. It could involve designating specific times for checking communication, batching similar tasks together, or even finding a dedicated quiet space that signals to your brain, it's time to focus. Jim Rohn always championed intentional living, and this intentional creation of a distraction-free zone is a cornerstone of that philosophy. Furthermore, sustaining focus isn't a one-time achievement. It's an ongoing practice, much like physical fitness. Your ability to concentrate is a muscle that strengthens with consistent exercise and atrophies with neglect. Incorporate practices like mindfulness or short meditation sessions into your routine. These aren't just for spiritual enlightenment. They're powerful tools for training your brain to stay anchored in the present moment, to observe distracting thoughts without getting carried away by them. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of continuous personal development. Sharpening your focus is a vital part of that journey, an internal skill that amplifies every other effort you make. Think about the quality of your output when your focus is razor-sharp. Imagine the clarity of thought, the innovative solutions that emerge, and the speed with which you execute complex tasks. When you bring this level of intensity and precision to your work, you elevate it beyond the ordinary. You move from merely completing tasks to crafting masterpieces, from responding to initiating, from being a participant to being a leader. This elevated quality is what makes your contributions undeniable. It's the difference between doing a job and truly excelling at it. Jim Rohn's vision of success was always about creating value. You don't get paid for the hour. You get paid for the value you bring to the hour. When your focus allows you to bring exceptional value, you become indispensable. Your reputation for excellence precedes you. Opportunities that might have previously bypassed you now actively seek you out. People want to work with you, learn from you, and invest in your ideas because they recognize the consistent, high-quality results that stem from your unwavering focus. This is the essence of becoming unignorable. It's not about shouting louder, it's about performing better, with greater depth and impact, consistently. This level of focus also fosters a deeper sense of fulfillment and personal satisfaction. When you immerse yourself fully in a task, you enter a state of flow, a highly enjoyable experience where time seems to disappear, and your skills are perfectly matched to the challenge. This isn't just productive, it's profoundly rewarding. You feel a sense of accomplishment, mastery, and purpose that generic, distracted work can never provide. Jim Rohn believed that life is about finding joy in the journey, and the journey of focus creation is undeniably one of the most satisfying paths you can take. The journey to sharpen your focus until success can't ignore you is an investment in your most valuable asset, your attention. It's about recognizing that your time, your energy, and your mental capacity are finite resources that must be allocated with extreme care and intentionality. By making the conscious choice to focus, you are not just improving your productivity, you are fundamentally reshaping your potential, redefining what's possible for yourself, and building a foundation for a life of purpose, achievement, and profound influence. Embrace this journey, because the rewards, both tangible and intangible, are truly immeasurable, cascading into every facet of your existence. By making the conscious choice to focus, you are not just improving your productivity, you are fundamentally reshaping your potential, redefining what's possible for yourself, and building a foundation for a life of purpose, achievement, and profound influence. Embrace this journey, because the rewards, both tangible and intangible, are truly immeasurable, cascading into every facet of your existence. This cascading effect is where the magic truly unfolds. transforming isolated efforts into a symphony of interconnected successes. When your focus is sharp, it means every action you take is imbued with a heightened sense of purpose and precision. This isn't merely about completing tasks faster, it's about executing them with a level of excellence that transcends the ordinary, producing work that resonates with quality and depth. Think about it: an architect meticulously drafting blueprints, a musician practicing a challenging piece with unwavering dedication, or an entrepreneur tirelessly refining a product. Their concentrated efforts don't just yield results, they yield superior results. This commitment to quality, born from sustained focus, becomes your signature, a distinguishing mark that elevates you above the noise and stagnation of unfocused endeavors. It's this consistent output of high-caliber work that first begins to turn heads, making your contributions impossible to overlook. Furthermore, deep focus is the fertile ground from which innovation and creativity spring forth. In a world saturated with information and constant interruptions, our minds are rarely given the space to truly wander, to connect disparate ideas, and to forge novel solutions. When you commit to a period of undisturbed concentration, however, you unlock a different kind of mental processing. Your brain, free from the constant task switching and superficial skimming, delves deeper, making connections it couldn't otherwise. This is often where breakthrough ideas emerge, where complex problems yield to elegant solutions, and where original concepts take shape. This isn't just about working harder, it's about enabling your mind to work smarter and more innovatively. When you consistently bring fresh perspectives and creative solutions to the table, you don't just get noticed. You become indispensable, a vital asset whose contributions are highly sought after and deeply valued. Beyond the tangible outputs, the very act of sharpening your focus builds an internal resilience and mental fortitude that serves you far beyond any single project or goal. Deliberately training your attention, in an environment designed to pull it in 1,000 different directions, is like a rigorous workout for your brain. Each time you successfully redirect your attention from a distraction back to your chosen task, you strengthen your capacity for self-control, improve your emotional regulation, and enhance your ability to persevere through challenges. This isn't just about getting things done, it's about developing a stronger, more disciplined self. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of becoming a better person to attract better things. This internal strengthening, this cultivation of mental toughness through focused effort, is precisely what makes you that better person, more capable of navigating life's complexities and seizing opportunities with unwavering resolve. So, how does all of this translate into success can't ignore you? It begins with visibility. In any field, in any endeavor, consistent excellence and innovative contributions are impossible to hide. When you consistently deliver superior results, when you solve problems others can't, and when you demonstrate an unwavering commitment to your craft, your efforts create a luminous beacon. People notice. Colleagues, mentors, clients, and even competitors observe the quality and impact of your work. Your reputation as someone who consistently delivers, who embodies dedication, and who creates genuine value begins to precede you. This isn't about self-promotion, it's about the undeniable evidence of your focused commitment speaking volumes on your behalf, naturally drawing attention and admiration. This visibility then evolves into attraction. When you become known for your expertise, your reliability, and your ability to produce exceptional outcomes through focused effort, you become a magnet for opportunities. Whether it's a promotion you've been aiming for, a new business venture that aligns perfectly with your skills, or valuable collaborations with like-minded individuals, these opportunities gravitate towards proven competence. Success, in its myriad forms, is inherently drawn to those who consistently demonstrate their capacity to create it. You are no longer chasing opportunities. Opportunities begin to seek you out. This is the profound shift Jim Rohn alluded to. When your focus reaches a certain undeniable intensity, you stop having to fight for attention and instead become a compelling force that success naturally converges upon. Furthermore, consider the profound impact of the compound effect, a principle Jim Rohn frequently highlighted in his teachings. Focus acts as the engine of this phenomenon. Every hour of deep, undistracted work builds upon the last, not just linearly, but exponentially. That concentrated effort translates into deeper understanding, refined skills, and a superior body of work. Each small, consistent victory in maintaining focus leads to a cumulative advantage that becomes formidable over time. It's not about making one grand gesture, it's about the relentless accumulation of focus moments, each adding another layer of expertise and another degree of advantage. This compounding of focused effort is what allows you to leapfrog competitors, achieve seemingly impossible goals, and build a unique skill set that positions you at the forefront of your field, making your contributions not just visible, but absolutely essential. To sustain this kind of deep focus, however, requires a critical discipline: the ability to say no. In our hyper-connected world, distractions aren't just external noise. They often come disguised as tempting opportunities, interesting side projects, or even urgent requests that divert us from our core mission. Jim Rohn implicitly understood that saying yes to everything means saying no to your most important priorities. Mastering the art of omission, of strategically declining anything that doesn't align with your primary objectives, is not about being exclusive. It's about being strategic with your most precious and finite resource, your attention. This deliberate choice to guard your focus, to protect your deep work from encroachment, is a powerful declaration of your commitment to your goals, a commitment that success simply cannot ignore. It reinforces your dedication, solidifies your direction, and ultimately frees up the mental space and energy required for truly impactful work. Ultimately, sharpening your focus, as Jim Rohn taught, is not merely a technique for improving productivity. It is a profound way of life, a philosophy centered on intentionality and purpose. It's about approaching every task, every goal, and every interaction with a heightened sense of presence and dedication. It means living deliberately, making conscious choices about where you direct your energy, and refusing to allow the fleeting and trivial to hijack your most valuable asset. This shift from passive engagement to active, purposeful focus permeates every aspect of your being, transforming not just what you do, but who you become. You develop a greater sense of calm, clarity, and control, fostering an inner peace that makes the pursuit of success not just productive, but deeply fulfilling. Therefore, the message to sharpen your focus until success can't ignore you is a powerful call to continuous self-mastery. Like a skilled artisan constantly honing their tools, we must commit to perpetually refining our capacity for concentration, adapting to new challenges, and recommitting to our most profound aspirations. This isn't a one-time effort but an ongoing journey of growth, resilience, and deliberate action. It is this sustained dedication, this unwavering commitment to the daily practice of focused effort, that ensures success not only acknowledges your presence but actively seeks you out, becoming an enduring and undeniable companion on your path.